Welcome everyone to part 3. I'm gonna have a really hard time keeping up with these. Part 3 of Jira Duty. We're back at it. The punishment continues, and we're just going to be answering your Atlassian community questions. Now, if you're new here, this is again part 3. Make sure you check out the other 2 parts on the live section of my channel here. Make sure you smash the subscribe button. If you're watching the replay and you're not subscribed to the channel, we're so close to 20,000 subscribers, so make sure you smash that subscribe button. And we are going to be doing this for 14 sessions, so we have quite a bit more sessions to go and about another 4 weeks worth of streams to go. So join along in the fun. And as I put on LinkedIn, either join to help just learn, right? We're making discoveries every time that we're doing this. It's kind of, I think this is kind of the cool part as a Jira admin. Like, you think we're exposed to so many questions, but like there's still a lot we don't know, right? And so this is really just a cool, fun way to get better and just increase your skills as a Jira admin. And a couple of other things before we get started. You can also join as a heckler. So feel free to heckle me and give me a hard time in the comments section over there. People seem to have fun with my pain and misery. And then finally, I finally got my shirts out of the closet. This video and everything here is sponsored by my good friends over at Resolution. So special thanks to them. Check out the links in the description. They have many Atlassian Marketplace apps. Too many to just list or call out one. But do give their NASA and their sorry, they're not another stand-up app a go. This is the one where they're trying to really grow that app. So that little space logo should be here. There we go, somewhere around here in the bottom of the video. So Sean Doyle is going to be joining from his computer without snacks. So womp womp womp. Hopefully you're less grumpy mood if you don't have snacks, or maybe you'll be grumpier without snacks. Oh boy, this could be hell, or this could be good. We'll see. Alex doesn't pay attention to the live lines. I don't. Sean, if you keep it up, I'm going to be bringing you on camera to help me out. All right. Again, special thanks to Resolution. Let's jump into it, and we're going to start sharing my screen, and we'll get this going. This is going to be fun. I am happy to announce that a couple of my answers are starting to get accepted. So that's cool. So at least we're not just here wasting our time. This is fun. And hopefully one day I'll qualify to be a formal Atlassian community leader by answering community leader questions. So we'll see. Just kidding. All right. I've been told I'm not allowed to make jokes about that anymore. Let's not talk about JSON. My head hurts way too much to be talking about JSON. My wife also says that I should pre-script these, but I think it's more fun when we have no idea what we're talking about. Error, you cannot move this issue. Okay, so let's go talk about this one. I like this one. Let's see what this is all about. Hasn't been resolved yet. Okay. So error, you can't move this issue to the column due to workflow configurations or permissions. I am on a board and I'm trying to move, drag and drop an item, and it's a bug. I'm in progress to resolve. When I try to do that, I get this error. You can't move this to this column due to workflow configurations or permissions issue. And a toaster at the bottom left corner pops up saying, we couldn't update your issue. What does it take for fix to my setup just item settings so I can drag and drop? Let's see what the answer is from Trudy, which I love Trudy. What is the project type for the project whose issue you're trying to move? You can get that information from the type column on the view all projects page under the projects menu. You will have to contact the project administrator for the project issues that it belongs to, and possibly you'll have to contact the Jira admin. Problem could be that you don't have enough permissions in the project and that the admin may be able to fix that. If it's a service managed project, you need to be a member of the service as team role. Yep, so this right here is, I think, the culprit. If this is not the problem, then it could be an issue in the workflow that may require intervention. So a couple of things that can be, so I'm gonna upvote this one because this is one of them. This is one of the problems. Now, this is a really hard problem to reproduce, but I ran into it a couple of times. And one, it's either you don't have the agent license, right? So that's usually the common problem. But the other problem that I've seen is because JSM workflows are a little bit more unique than a regular Jira software workflow, there might be, we don't have the picture, right? Because he's just trying to drag and drop, or she's trying to drag and drop and using the board view, right? But this particular issue might have like an approval step, And so only the approver could move it to the next step. And then it could also be maybe like a workflow condition where you can't if you're not a specific user or group. So there's at least 2 or 3 different options, but the one I've seen most common is this one right here. So I'm gonna reply with, I've seen this happen and usually solve it in one of 3 ways. Number 1, do make sure you have a valid JSM license. I'm assuming you do though, since you can access the project. But also make sure you are in the service desk team role, as Trudy mentioned. Number 2, the workflow may have an approval step, in which case, if you aren't the approver, Jira won't let you go to the next step. And 3, what was the third one? Oh yeah, the workflow may have a condition that only allows certain folks to make the transition. I think that's it. I don't know if there's a 4th one in the chat here. Anybody else know of another answer? Let's see what's going on. How many do you need? This feels like an ACP 120 question. Resolve issues project permission. So this person, that's another thing, right? They might not have the permission. We could put that. Why am I assuming it's a JSON project? Let's see. I thought they mentioned JSM here. Well, yeah, the tags, right? But why am I assuming? What am I assuming? Because I read it as that. Good call, Rodney. I'm on a board trying to move and drag and drop an item. I'm curious if they can move from to do to in progress. You know what? Maybe I should answer my question differently, right? Because if this, well, let me put this. If you are doing this on a JSM project, do make sure. Number 4, check the project permission to make sure you have the ability to resolve issues. What else we got in here? I never trust that people. Not always 100%. Okay, always says bug. Okay, so I mean the tag say thing, but let's see. It's a bug. So yeah, bugs wouldn't normally be in a JSM project. So I'm gonna say the other thing that it could be, but I don't know that this is true, because this is one of those things that it's really hard to try out because usually I have God mode to everything, right? Like I'm an admin to the whole thing. And so this becomes a little trickier to try to replicate when you don't have the permissions. But I know I've seen this before, and usually it's a licensing problem that I've experienced, and it's usually on the JSM side. But as a Jira software, I'm trying to think, because if you don't have a license, like if you don't have a Jira license, can you still see Jira projects? So, but if it's open to any logged in user, maybe the answer is yes. And so that, but then would they be able to see the issues? Like it is possible that they have no license. I would maybe ask, first, can you transition any other issue? Maybe of a different type. Also, Can you transition from a different status into in progress? Right? Because maybe we can try to see troubleshoot if it's like a permission issue, maybe it's a licensing issue, right? Do you have the I don't know. It just depends on the permission setting, right? I just don't know, right? I never log into Jira without having a license, so it's a little tricky. Enough clues to ask them if they really are sure. Yeah, so let's just go with this. Um, let's just go with that and see what happens. Give them enough hints there, as Sean says, to kind of see if they can really figure it out. I have a big pet peeve. I have people when they usually submit a ticket and they have to pick the tool, they pick them all, and I'm like, how can it be all, buddy? Like it can only be one. But I think when people just don't know, they just submit everything. All right. This one's an interesting one. So, automation used to display the assignee name, now it's just showing assignee ID. This makes it very difficult to add or remove the name from part of the rule, as I don't know who it is. The rules applied against 75 staff. Why has this change occurred? Is there any way to reverse it, or is there a setting to display the ID names again? I'm not sure why these changes keep happening to reduce usability when we have no compliance or security reason to hide this type of data. Okay, so Trudy said, in what action condition are you referencing assigning? Can you provide a screenshot to show what you're seeing? So here, this is what it's showing now. This is a big problem, by the way. When you're relying on the ID, it is it's a pain in the butt. Previously, all the names used to show. So looking at your second example of how it was previously displayed, it appears that it showed IDs for users who may have been deleted from Atlassian Cloud. In your first example of how it appears, I see all those visible marked as deleted user. Can you check if the user is actually deleted by plugging in the ID? Ooh, I didn't know you can do this. If the user record still exists, then the user has access to your Jira instance, and then their information should be retrieved. Then they don't have access to the Jira Atlassian Cloud. It has been deleted. Then you get another message. Okay. So she responded with, it's not because of deleted users. There are less names showing today than yesterday. If I delete it, if I delete a user from the list and add them back, then the ID is showing, not the same. Guess I will have to log a support ticket. Thanks for trying. Well, you gave up too easily, Nicole. Let's see what's causing this. Let's see if I can replicate this. So let's just go into our Jira. I have to go in here and project settings. Oops, not project settings. Where am I going? This is its mental memory. I'm going to go to system settings. I'm just going to do a global automation. And so we know that they're doing when the issue is assigned. If it's a particular issue, then update. So, but let's see, because I do have users in this one. So we're going to do skip the tour when the issue is assigned. I don't think that this is something that Atlassian would do because it's pretty bad. What permission when issue is assigned? Oh, here we go. All right. Then she's doing a fork if. We're doing an if, and then we're matching signee equals one of somebody. Okay, so yeah, so the drop down looks good. So she just can't see. So all her users. So I see what you're saying. So I see what Sean's saying here. Oops. I see she just might have so many deleted users that eventually they show up all the way at the bottom of this list. That is a possibility. That is the biggest possibility here. Because she has 75 people and just all the deleted ones are up top. It's not because of deleted users. There are less names showing today than yesterday. If I delete a user from the list and then add them back, then ID is showing, not the same. Let's just ask. At Nicole, did you scroll all the way down in your if? Let me see what she wrote it. Man, but Nicole's feisty, man. She's just coming in swinging. And your if clause, it could be that the users that aren't deleted are all the way at the bottom. Now, before I do that, let's delete a user in my Jira and see what it looks like. So who should go? Let's get rid of Max Taylor. So I'm gonna go into my particular Jira here. I don't even know if I can do this, but we're gonna figure it out. And we're gonna go to Max right here, and we're just gonna delete. Suspend. Uh-oh. Where's Rodney? Here it is, Max. Gotta go into Max. Hit these 3 buttons. Remove the user. Goodbye. So now, oh shoot! You know what I should have done? Might be 2. Dang it. Okay. Oh boy. I guess we're gonna have to delete a second user. Let's do Mitch. So first we want to make sure we put Mitch in there. We put Mitch. Mitch isn't in there. So let's reactivate Mitch. Unsuspend. Restore access. Good. Now we got to get Mitch. Come on. Come on, Mitch. Let's refresh. Oh, of course. Mitch Davis, and then we're going to put Alana. Okay, we're going to hit save. Turn on the rule. Okay, action, fine. Edit comment. Hi. Turn on the rule. So now we're going to go and delete, because I'm deleting people at this point, and I don't know how to ever get them back. This is not one of my Juras. So I don't know. But I guess in 3 months, I'll get it back. So we'll go to Mitch, and we will delete Mitch from here. I've removed 2 users, which I don't know how to get back. But I guess I could always just make up the email. Okay. Of course, I didn't turn on the rule. Why would I turn on the rule? Okay, so now we're going to refresh our screen. And Mitch is still there. Because Mitch is completely gone over here. That's interesting. What do you guys think about this? Whose Jira am I breaking? So technically Bob's, but this is the one that Bob helps me create with the Atlassian one thingy that community leaders get. Nobody has told me how to get my own. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Okay. Well, I deleted the user and I'm refreshing, so I don't know why this is happening, but I'm just gonna go back with my comment of I'm just gonna put that and see what happens. I spent way too much time on this one. Okay, up next, drop-in office hours for engagement. We are using Jira to drive capacity. I do not want to even look up at this. Let's open it up, but I don't want to answer this one. Okay, we're using Jira and Atlassian ecosystem to drive capacity and workload management and planning across 200 users with very different levels of systems experience and understanding. These are not software development teams, rather they're focused on statistical analysis for clinical trials. To support rollout and adoption, we're planning to convene regular drop-in office hour sessions for all users, Has anyone else tried this approach in a similar context, and so what worked well? Ooh, our buddy Aaron. Aaron's gonna be on the stream here very soon, right? Tomorrow? Is that tomorrow? You can nod your head and I can see. Unless you, Ronnie, you should take a picture of yourself just sitting on your chair right now and just make that your background. You'll be like watching every meeting. Yeah, so he's gonna be on the Jira Live.
Just saying, no.
First, want to say welcome to the community. Okay, so I have used the I have used the open office hours method many times for a lunch and learn with QA. I think this is not only beneficial for a team, but revolutionary, not just system. No system is just automatically learned. What works well for me is to have Jira on screen showing teams how we want, then allow questions, setting an outline. Okay. Yeah, so office hours are cool. Let's see. Okay, so this is not really even a Jira question. This is like, hey, we have new people that are coming to Jira. How do we help them get into Jira? Okay, I'm just gonna add my 2 cents because I've actually done office hours. You may want to have some predetermined questions. Maybe folks can email them in before or submit them somewhere else. This is just to get the conversation going. Once you are in a good flow, folks start opening up, but those first few 5-10 minutes can be quiet at the beginning. So basically come in with something. Hashtags available in the office, Sean says. Calendly for office hours so people can schedule time and get together. Yeah, I was gonna do you know what, I might even do another one here. I would also suggest having dedicated sessions, maybe 30 minutes, where you demonstrate some capability and then leave time for Q&A. All right, we go with that one, and we're gonna jump over to the next question. Although, Sean, should I put your comment? No, Sean, I don't know I can edit my own answer. I just like adding to my apparently I just learned you can edit your own answer. Sean, thank you for that tip. I like how you guys just like my burden is your guys' pleasure. Okay, next question. Creating a task with priority. The priority is not available for this project. Uh-oh. What do you mean this priority is not available? Oh, it's data center. Ooh. I'm gonna just slowly do that Simpsons meme and just back on up out of here. Unless Rodney, you want to jump in there. Or not. He likes to talk to himself. Tempted. All right. Virtual assistants, we're gonna skip that. If anybody can give my virtual assistants on pulling a specific automation rule. Is this wait? Oops. Didn't want to do that. Oh, stop. Oh, great. Now I'm lost. Okay. Virtual assistant. Let's read through this one because I think that this is a person. Is there anyone out there that can give me virtual assistance on pulling? Oh, okay. That's an interesting way to title. Jimmy. I miss you, buddy. It's been a while. It's been a long, long while. All right. Is there anyone out there that can give me a virtual assistance on pulling out a specific automation rule for my project? I try to do DIY, but the stuff in there is quite overwhelming and looks so foreign to me. Zoom. Okay. I'm going to say, let's see what Jack said. What do you mean by pulling out? What exactly are you attempting to do? Are you trying to get rid of a rule, or are you trying to create a new rule or something else? If you try to create a rule, please provide the details of what you're attempting to accomplish. So he's trying to create a rule, creating Confluence page from Jira done issues. I want the comments and the issues to be in the body of Confluence page. I am aware that there's an automation function of creating a Confluence page in Jira, but when Confluence page is created, all the details only go to the title body, but the body is empty. No, I haven't done that one, but let's go take a look. So let's see. When an issues transition, let's start all over. I've never done a Jira to Confluence automation rule. So let's just do when an issues transition to done. Let's go done. Then, do we have Confluence? Create a page in Confluence. Gotta connect. Save. Okay. You can use the created page smart value to access the details of the related page. You can also use created pages if your rule creates multiple pages. So I don't think test page in a space. So what I was expect, so I don't see a way to even like add comments. I don't think this is a capability. I gotta go back to my comments. Comments are a bit tricky in automations. I always do manual triggers for testing. Yimmy, we need to chat, man. I've been telling you we need to chat for like 2 years, and we need to make some time. You always got a lot going on, man. We gotta make some time. Comment. Nope. I don't think so. I think the only thing you're gonna be able to do is create the page. I don't see anything to be able to add the. Hey, Bob's here. Bob, Ronnie's punishing me for some reason. You're writing a book? Can we know what the book is on? Because we wrote a book and I'm never writing a book ever again. Whatever you do, I bet you Bob came to you one day and was like, hey, I have this great idea. We write a book together.
I'll hide behind Jimmy's comment.
Well, you mean having spent how long did it take us, Bob? Like 8 months?
Something like that.
Having spent 8 months writing a book, I wish this upon nobody. You guys, just because you're all here, nothing in here does this, right? There's no option. I was hoping that there'd be like the curly brace, like some automation rules you can expand this, and then you can inject some JSON into it and like make it happen. But it looks like
you still can do that.
But where?
The action that you have to do is open a web request. So, yeah.
This gets into that API thing he doesn't want to do.
Yeah, I don't talk. This is uncharted territory. I don't make enough money.
How much money do you need to do APIs?
$500,000, I think, would call it. I could put a price on APIs.
So, is this an automation that he has to? That I guess the person that had the original question.
Yeah, this guy's just trying to create an automation rule that when an issue goes to done, all the comments get copied from the comments of the Jira into a Confluence page. But all he can do is create the automation rule that creates the page, but not anything else. How do I turn on dark mode for Jira? We can answer that question. Uh-oh. I think we're being spammed.
I think we're being spammed.
I'm not a mod on this one. This is Lena's job.
I think this is my job. I don't even know how to kick somebody out of my stream.
Well, you just kick them off of YouTube, right? So if I block them,
I don't know.
You could time them out if you're a moderator in chat, but I'm only moderator on TJL, so sorry.
So
Jimmy says you should be able to fetch the comments as shortcode. All right. You know what, Jimmy? Here's this one. I don't know if you ever answer questions in the community question, but I'll let you knock that one out. And we're gonna go on to the next one. Okay. Jira. Okay, again, I missed those. So setting permission field on a system field. Let's look at that. There are no field level permissions, unfortunately, but let's see what this goes. Setting field permissions on a system field. I need to make the system field effects version required on some field configurations. It should be required on a set of screens, but not other screens. Is this possible? Okay, so the field configuration can be used to set a field to required at all times for the projects in which the field configuration applies. You can't set the fields to required only on specific screens. Good point. Also note that field configurations apply only to company managed projects. If you're working in a team, that's great. So can you provide more information? So let's see. Let's go more specific. It helps. So we only use company managed projects. Good job. Have a bug issue type that is used by hundreds of projects. Okay. The create and view screens are the same for all projects. Okay. The default field configuration has effects version configured for all projects. I need to have 5 projects that require the effects versions. The other projects will have to remain as just being on the screen but not replied to or required. Can't figure out how to have the effects version on the system field appear twice in the field configuration. So basically, you need a new field configuration. But first thing I want to go do is check and see is some fields. Jira's a little wonky sometimes, and some fields are. Yes, I did punt on that last one. Okay, so some fields you can't set as a required field. So we're going to go into the default one and see if effects version is one that even has the required on the right. Because if it does, then we're in business. So it's locked. So see, this is what I'm talking about. Like this particular field. Oh, wait.
That's
Sorry.
affected services.
Wrong one. So it does have the required. So that's good. So my answer is going to be to this guy is you basically need to go and create a new field configuration and a new field configuration scheme and apply it to just those 5 projects and leave the rest to be alone. And that's the answer to that. Okay. So this is one of these things where I would do on it's easier to do it for you than to explain it to you, but here goes. All right. So what's his name? Don. You'll want to create a brand new field configuration. And this new field configuration, you'll want to find the effects version field and click on required. From there, you'll want to create a new field configuration scheme. Then the rest of the details get fuzzy. So let's just do it. Let's do it. So we're going to go to field configurations. I usually make a copy of the default one. I don't know what you two prefer, but I like to just make one here.
I always do a copy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we've never done as a trio is like Jira admin together. I wonder if we would love each other or hate each other at the end.
Too many chefs. Too many chefs.
Like we've studied together, we have opinions together, but never once have we had to like solve the same problem together. I wonder.
But even on some of those opinions, we've disagreed.
All right. So then I would go in here, find the effects version, which we had earlier, and make it required. Step 1. So step 2 now is go to the field configuration schemes, make a new one. Just make one. Bug field configuration scheme. Right, so I got that far. Perfect. Then you want to edit. Then you want to edit that new field configuration scheme. Actually, no, you don't want to edit. Then you want to leave this alone. You're going to want to click on associate an issue type. So then you're going to associate an issue type with the field configuration. Then you want to click on associate an issue type for a what? Oh, with a field configuration. Configuration at the top right corner. And we'll click on that, select bug, and then select your field configuration that you made. Select bug, and then select the field configuration that we made in the first step. Okay, so you'll do that. Click add. Click add. Then comes the fun part. So at this point, you should have a field configuration for just bug, and then the default field configuration for everything else. Then, once you have this, finally go into your project. Finally, go into your projects and swap and go to project settings, issues, fields. Think I have that memorized. I spend too much time in Jira. Do you guys ever like dream about Jira?
Unfortunately,
no.
I try not to. I'm usually pretty good at lucid dreaming, but sometimes it's just out of your control.
Click on use a different scheme and select your new field configuration scheme. Do this for the other 4 projects. This is better done as a video. What else would you dream about? Okay. So that's done there. I think that was a good answer. What do you guys feel about that one? Oh, look. Trudy coming in.
3 minutes ago, literally.
Dang it,
Really, Trudy?
Now she's going to think I stole it from her, but whatever.
You know,
I've
been many a victim of that. She's
it's what Trudy does.
We're gonna have to get her back in here, and I have video evidence that your answer wasn't there when I started typing my answer.
I mean, anyone want to reach out to her to see if she wants to hop on?
I know, right? I wonder if she knows. I don't feel like she's in this world. Okay, since we're
community leader up online on Slack.
Somebody Slacker, tell her Alex and you are fighting for the answers. Tell her to give me like a 5-minute delay, man. I don't type as fast as her. Tell her we're also live streaming and answering questions if she wants to come and join us. And while we're doing that, just want to let everybody know again that this stream is being sponsored by my good friends over at Resolution. Check out the description down below, as Resolution has a lot of different marketplace apps that are available for Jira, and specifically try out their Not Another Stand-Up app, which is kind of cool. Ronnie and I, we did a demo at Team 24 on their NASA app. So definitely, if your stand-ups suck, definitely give them a go. But yeah, thanks to Resolution for making all this possible and for making the world a little smarter and me a little dumber.
I need to remember to pack my NASA jacket when I go to Team 24 Europe.
Nice. I'm not going, unfortunately. Okay. Maybe I gotta find one where Trudy hasn't gone into yet. Sort page properties report macro by page owner. I am using the page properties report and I have enabled show owner. I would like the report. Oh, look. Somebody take a screenshot of this one. He's more useful than just heckling people.
Well, can we heckle his answer?
I know, right? What's my favorite Resolution app? I want to say it's the out of office assistant. I think a lot of tickets get just staled when people go out for 1-2 weeks, and being able to just pick a different person when they're out of office, I think it's kind of cool.
So you see the dots on the right? I wonder if you have the ability. If you have, oh, okay, you can report it to the. You can just report it to the moderator. Okay.
Let's report it
I
to the
should
moderator.
have these up. I should pull these up as Alex is pulling these up, and like accept his answer as he answers them.
All right, well, let's go try this one out because Sean says it was a little convoluted. So I would like the report to sort on the owner, but I'm struggling. I've tried various things like sort by field, owner, current. Any ideas on what the key is? Okay, so Sean says, heckler, you will need to add the owner in the column on the pages with the page reports macros, even though you can add the owner and the details. The sort of functions limited on what's on the pages. I have no idea what any of these. I don't know what the question is, and I don't know what the answer was. So we're just gonna go into Confluence and see if we can recreate this. Out of office. No, when you don't work from home, when you actually go on an island somewhere where remote where you don't have internet access. That's a vacation.
What's a vacation?
I don't know. Somewhere without Wi-Fi, I would say. Because I think the only way we could take a vacation is if there is no Wi-Fi. I rewarded that a few times. I didn't like my reply. Okay. Well, let's I don't do page macros all the time, so let's see what's up. Step 1. Google how to do a page macro. Hey, I have a video.
Of course, your first video comes. When you say you have the memory of like Dory,
I'm not kidding.
Finding it easier to believe the more and more I do these videos with you.
Okay. Sorry, guys. This is fun. This is you know you're having fun. You can use you're gonna miss these, man. The next 4 days that we don't have these live streams are gonna kick your butt. You're gonna wish we had more. Okay, so you can click on the plus to the. Just don't use it very often. So let's go into a page. Hit the edit. Let's do the macro. Page. Report. Well, I don't need the report yet, right? I want to put the page property first. Enter a table of summary information in this macro and display it on another page. Sean rocks. Okay. I have inserted a page. Add a table with key values. Okay. We're going to add a table with key value pairs in order to display the data on the other page. The heck does this even mean? It's been so long since I've done one.
Well, Jimmy's giving you some help. So in there,
2-column table. Okay.
You set up a 2-column.
Jimmy, you keep it up, Jimmy. Jimmy, we're watching. We're watching. So we're gonna. How the heck? Where's my X? Delete the column. Okay. We're gonna do key, value, Sean, Doyle, Alex, Ortiz. But then where's the owner? Where's this owner part coming from? Okay, so we want the owner of that page, right? Okay, so let's just save this. We're going to go make another page. We're going to call this our page properties report. The report. Rubber ducky. I don't know if I'm spelling ducky correctly.
You're fine.
Okay, so far so good. If you help him too much, he will say you are heckling. No, Sean. Help is help. Heckling is heckling. There's two different things.
With you, Alex, heckling can be helpful.
Okay, so I see what. Okay, so hold up. Let's just publish this page alone. I gotta go back because Yimmy gave me new information. Great new information. So I gotta add somebody over here. So I'm gonna do add Alex or Sean. You're not in my thing, so you'll be Bob, and then I'll be Alex. Okay, now I'm gonna update that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to my other page. Do the report now. It will become clear. Yeah. Again, I don't do this every day, man. Page. Properties report. Okay. What am I missing here? More options. Show. Where's my show? Show the owner. Save. Add labels. Uh-oh. What was it? Sean? I put a label on the last page, right? Hold up. Wait, it's already there. So why isn't this not working? Do I need to add a label? Response from Trudy. No, but thank you. It is 6:45 for P. I'm in my. Tell her to stop asking questions then. Okay. More options. Sort by. I don't recall. Okay. So we're just going to go back over here. Uh-oh. Edit. More options. Show owner. And then I have a sort by owner. Why doesn't it let me save? What do I need to put as a label? I'm just going to do that. Save. Uh-oh. I had data. I lost it. Where do I need to go? I need to go put a label on the other page, right? The fact that you guys are quiet is just proving to me that you guys don't know what you're doing either. Where's the damn label section? Close.
Again,
Okay.
as many people are want to point out, I am not the Confluence guy. I did not buy that domain.
For good reason, right?
I'm busy typing a message to Trudy, so I'm blissfully ignoring you.
All hands meeting. I'm gonna add this label here. I'm gonna come over here because there's some reason for this to work. It needs a label. Add a label.
So,
okay.
Yumi's saying add a page label at the bottom
There.
of the page.
It's there. I got it. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I got. Jeez Louise. Okay. So owner. Let's do owner. Save. Okay. So we have this. What does this lady want? I'm using the page properties that I've shown and I have enabled show owner. I would like the report to sort on the owner. I'm struggling. I've tried various things like sort by field owner, page owner. Okay, so you will need to add the owner in the column on the pages with the page. You will need to add the owner in the column on the pages with the page report macro. Even though you can add the owner and date details, the sort function is limited to what is on the page. So, Sean, you're saying that on this page, we need to add an owner?
No, I think Yumi's right. Basically, what you need to do is you need to go back to your key value pairs, that table that you created, and one of the keys should be owner.
Like at owner?
No. Oh, and Yumi says it's on the properties page. So maybe
this is the property, no? That was the property report. The key is now Sean, so change that to
owner.
Should I do it for both?
What, change that key to owner? No.
Correct. Place Alex. Wait, what? No. This key. Because this is another key, right?
Right, but why would you give it the same name as,
Well, I'm assuming she's got multiple things, right? So she's trying to sort this thing. Like, doesn't she need a lot of owners so that it's sorted by the owners?
Yumi's agreeing with me. It's got to be something else.
Well, I have another owner. Is this fair? Yumi, we all can also give you a link if you want to jump in here. I think she has multiple owners on multiple pages. So wait, so okay, so hold up. So she's trying to grab an owner. It's inconclusive if she's trying to grab an owner from the value or if she's trying to literally grab the page owner. Did Lena kick Sean out? She wants to sort the pages based on the owner field. So she wants to sort the pages. Dude, we should have picked an easier one. So I'm going to leave owner here, and the owner's at Robert. Does that mean I need to go to another page and create another table and bring it over here and have a different
value? Yes.
Okay, so let's do that. We're going to go to this page. We're going to go. You tell us if we're going the right way or not. I'm going to go to the bottom here, wherever I can add text. We're going to add a page property. Uh-oh. I never remember what I call these things. Okay, this is optional, so I don't need that. Here we go. So we're going to add another table. I don't understand why I do this publicly on the internet. Wow. We're going to do key value, and we're going to do owner.
Something about you getting money if you do enough of these.
Yeah, but so guess what I was going to do? I was going to do my ACP 120 studying, and Rodney was like, we should do this on the Jira Life. But with a different owner, right? So I'm just going to go owner, and then this is a different owner. And then I have to add the label of all hands meeting here. And so when I come over here to this report, why isn't it showing more? This should, okay, so there's the other one. Okay, save, update. Okay, cool. So I have two. So where's the problem?
Can't sort.
Sean edited his answer because he didn't want to ask. Okay, you will need to add the owner as a key on the pages with the page property macros. Even though you can add the owner and the date details, the sort function is limited. Okay, so we're still not sorting. Where are we sorting? How do we? Okay, so the sort is pre-sorted, right? What happens if I edit this? More options. Oh, okay, hold up. Title, reverse sort. Okay, so I see what we're doing. So we're basically saying in this owner column, sort by this owner. I think that's what I'm seeing. I have the reverse just because I wanted to see how this worked, but I'm pretty sure I can just then do this. Because right now if you look over here, it's Robert, then so HHJKQ element PQR, PQ, P comes first and then R, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I do owner, it's going to do the P and then the R. And if I do the reverse, so this is a red herring. You don't care about this one. Yeah, but basically, okay. Wow, this person, you're gonna have to like clip this last 20 minutes clip and go watch this whole thing. So yes, so basically this show owner is a red herring. And so what I'm understanding is you have to add a column, or in this case, you have to add a key and a value of owner with a specific owner that you can then sort on, because just showing the owner doesn't let you sort on this owner up here unless you explicitly go in and add an owner to that table. Did I summarize that correctly? I feel like I did. You're welcome, Sean. Thanks, Jimmy, for the assist. Okay, so I'm just gonna add. I don't know if I should add, but To echo what Sean wrote, if when you select the show owner checkbox in the page properties report, this will only show you the owner, the page owner, but you can't sort on it. The sort by field only works on columns that are in your page property table. Look at this example. See how I have created a column for owner in my page property table. All right, so let's just give her a thingy over here. The value, okay, so the value is the one that's being sorted though, so that's kind of weird.
Yes.
It shouldn't do that. Why is it doing that? Even though I told it to sort by owner. What happens if I reverse the sort? Okay, so this. Okay, so I just need to put this. Okay, so let's do this. Let's not show the owner. And then I'm gonna go over here. Oh crap. I'm just glad that other people take on really hard questions.
I believe this would be a shout out to Trudy. Trudy, wherever you are in the world, we thank you. You and John Funk.
Yeah, because trust me, as soon as I do my crime here, I'm never doing this again.
There's a lot of stuff growing in the I'm never doing this again pile. Never.
Okay, I just have to pop back
again,
in.
Never writing a book again.
I'm going to have to pop back in because every time Alex says he's never doing something again, it is not even 6 months and he's doing it again.
What? Like what?
Never getting
what
a
have I done
passport again.
I tried twice at the passport.
Never taking another certification exam.
Yep.
That was so. Atlassian told me that it's in my best interest to get a couple more.
And
never doing another long stream.
Funny enough, that's actually what Rodney and I have been telling you. And you're only listening because it's Atlassian. Never mind us.
There was never doing another long stream.
That's true.
We didn't do a long stream. That 10 hours was a walk in the park.
Lena's outing you.
I know, my wife's exposing me for my dirty little secrets. Great.
You do this a lot.
Right. Just because I like Sean, I'm also going to upvote his. All right, folks. I think we are out of time. And we're just going to end it there. Again, just to remind everybody, this video is sponsored by my good friends over at Resolution. So thank you, Resolution, for making this possible. Check out that description so you can check out all the apps because they do have a lot of different apps. Specifically, check out their out-of-office assistant and NASA, not another stand-up app. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Hopefully this is beneficial. We will see you until Monday. We're going to take a little break, although tomorrow, Thursday, if you want, depends on when you're watching this, but Thursday, September 19th, we got the Jira Life regular scheduled episode. And then Friday, what is it? Part 6 of ACP 120 studying. We have just been on the live streams the whole week this week. So holy moly, lots of content. What do I think? They want to know what you think about Atlassian asset discovery. That's a Yimmy question. Yimmy, maybe you got to start coming on the show with us here because I try to avoid assets altogether, but Yimmy, I know you like assets, so maybe we'll let Yimmy answer.
Asset discovery is kind of meh. I mean, it'll work if you do it right.
Yeah, but
First,
I'm
there
like,
are some requirements.
you gotta have your affairs in order before you go and use it.
Well, yeah. First thing is it's a Windows executable, so you have to find a Windows machine and put it on your network and install the asset discovery tool in it.
So
They give instructions for you to use where you could use Wine, but if you have a Linux machine, and I
mean, Proton's getting pretty good about running Windows executables in general, not just games.
So Yimi's right. I think there's actually going to be a new one. The new one is called Assets Data Manager. It's all of the functionality from Atlassian's acquisition of AirTrack. Right now, it's supposed to be out in beta, or at least going to be out in beta soon. So, but right now, it's not there.
Cool. All right, well, folks, you heard it all here first. Thank you again. We will see you on Monday. 14, 13, 12, 11 more rounds of this. So wish me luck. I think I'm getting a little bit better. We learned a lot of stuff. Patreon property macros.
We need to circle back, see if you got any ones accepted.
So I get the emails, and I've been following up with them throughout the day.
But you're not showing the reviews or the results to the audience.
All right, maybe we'll start off Monday with let's take a look at the mayhem after the last few days of of answering questions. My kudos are going up. There's that, and I think I got an award. I recently just got a little thingy. I earned a bonus for answering a question. I completed take my JSM 20 minutes ago. Completed a problem. I got 50. I remember I got 50 points for something recently.
50 are probably somebody accepted your answer.
Yeah. So yeah, they're coming along. So my goal is to dethrone one of these guys. Okay, just kidding. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Who else is on here? What's the next like? Oh, look at Sean. Where you guys at?
Nowhere near that level.
Yeah,
no,
really.
I spend too many cycles doing real work.
I did not know Sean was that high up in the list. Wow. Sean, brand new respect for you. All right, folks. Thank you all. And you can't even see my screen anymore, but yeah, Sean's like top 10. It's crazy. And here he is heckling me. No wonder. All right. Thank you. Bye.